Disclaimer: this biography is based on accurate research. Some images are illustrative due to copyright limitations. There are stories that feel as big as the universe itself. Stories of creation, of vision, and of lasting impact. The tale of Burger King is one such story. It's not just about a global fast food chain known for its flame-grilled burgers. It's the story of two men, James McLamore and David Edgerton. They were individuals from different walks of life who came together with a shared vision. They saw an opportunity and seized it with both hands. James Whitman McLamore was born in New York City in 1926. His early life was marked by a sense of ambition and a keen interest in the world of business. This drive led him to Cornell University, home to the prestigious School of Hotel Administration. Here, he wasn't just a student, he was a sponge, soaking up knowledge about the restaurant and hospitality industry. After graduating from Cornell, McLamore sought practical, real-world experience. He took a job managing a small restaurant chain in Wilmington, Delaware. On a parallel path was David R. Edgerton, born in Pennsylvania in 1927. He also attended Cornell University, a link that would become crucial later. He pursued further education at Northwestern University, honing skills in business administration. Edgerton was fascinated by the mechanics of business, systems and processes that made organizations efficient and profitable. He operated a Howard Johnson's restaurant in Miami, Florida, giving him insight into the franchise model and running large-scale food operations. He started an ice cream parlor, the Brickell Bridge Ice Cream Shop. These early ventures were his personal business laboratories. The universe has a way of bringing the right people together at the right time. For James McLamore and David Edgerton, that time was the early 1950s in Miami, Florida. Their shared alma mater, Cornell University. They hadn't known each other there, but Cornell's hospitality school created mutual respect. A deliberate local business connection brought them together. McLamore was running a restaurant and was actively looking for a business partner. Intrigued, McLamore sought him out. They sat down to talk. The chemistry was immediate. McLamore recognized a complementary skill set. McLamore, visionary operations expert. Edgerton, practical hands-on manager with deep understanding of restaurant equipment and franchising systems. Their conversations were filled with excitement, a shared sense of purpose, laying the groundwork for their future partnership. They had observed a small, efficient hamburger stand in California, run by the McDonald brothers. Inspired by its simple menu, assembly line production, and low prices, they decided to go into business together, a decision that would change their lives and the food industry forever. With their partnership solidified, McLamore and Edgerton were ready to build their dream. Their first step was to find the right name and location. They observed the growing trend of monarch-themed names like Dairy Queen. They chose a name, Burger King. In 1954, they opened on Northwest 36th Street, Miami. The location was a modest walk-up stand, not a gleaming structure, but here they began to test their ideas. They started with a simple menu: burgers, fries, milkshakes. This was inspired by the McDonald's model they admired. But copying another business wasn't enough. They needed something to set them apart from competition. They needed a unique identity. That realization was a critical turning point. It pushed them to innovate, to think beyond what was already being done. The early days were challenging. Long hours, tight finances, constant pressure to attract customers. McLamore and Edgerton were not just owners. They were the chief cooks, the cleaners, the marketers. They worked tirelessly, often side by side. This hands-on involvement was crucial. It allowed them to understand every aspect intimately. They listened to customer feedback and made changes quickly. Slowly but surely, their hard work began to pay off. Word started to spread about the new burger joint in Miami. The first Burger King became a local success. Every great empire has its crown jewels. For Burger King, those jewels were the Whopper and the Flame-Broiler. McLamore and Edgerton looked for ways to stand out. They noticed competitors selling small, simple hamburgers. McLamore had an idea. He wanted to create a bigger, more satisfying burger for customers with larger appetites. He envisioned a sandwich with a quarter-pound beef patty, sesame seed bun, lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, ketchup, and mayonnaise. In 1957, this idea became a reality. He called it the Whopper, a name that matched its size and taste. The Whopper was an instant sensation. The second key was a piece of technology, the flame broiler. David Edgerton, with his technical mind, was instrumental. While others fried on flat tops, Burger King wanted a distinct flavor. They built a conveyor system that cooked patties over an open gas flame. Flame broiling gave a unique, smoky, backyard barbecue taste customers loved. It left characteristic grill marks on patties, a visual cue for quality, and a powerful marketing tool. Home of the flame-broiled burger became a core part of identity. Unique product plus unique cooking. A powerful one-two punch that created a strong brand identity hard to copy. By the mid-1960s, Burger King was no longer a small Miami business. It was a rapidly expanding franchise with hundreds of locations across the United States. In 1967, after much consideration, McLamore and Edgerton made the difficult decision to sell. They sold the Burger King Corporation to the Pillsbury Company for $18 million. McLamore did not walk away immediately. He stayed on as the CEO of Burger King for another 5 years, helping to guide the transition and ensuring the brand's core values were maintained. After leaving Burger King, James McLamore remained a prominent figure. He channeled his energy into philanthropy and education, becoming chairman of the University of Miami's Board of Trustees. David Edgerton also moved on to new ventures after the sale. He invested in and managed several other restaurant ventures in Florida, leveraging the deep industry knowledge he had gained. Both men, having created a legacy that would outlive them, chose to step back from the global empire they had built, allowing it to continue its journey while they pursued new passions. The legacy of James McLamore and David Edgerton is cooked into the very fabric of the modern fast food industry. Their impact extends far beyond the more than 18,000 Burger King restaurants that operate around the world today. Their greatest contribution was arguably the creation of the Whopper. The Whopper transformed the industry by introducing the concept of a larger adult hamburger to the fast food menu. Their focus on the flame broiler taught the industry that how a product is made can be as important as what it is. Ultimately, the story of McLamore and Edgerton is a profoundly human one. Two men with complementary skills and a shared vision who turned an idea into reality. Their legacy shows empires can start with a conversation, a single location, and a powerful idea. They may have sold the company decades ago, but they'll be remembered as the two undisputed kings who built the Burger King empire.